Hey Sophie, how's it going?
Hey Ryan, I'm doing pretty well. Just finished my last class for the day. What about you?
Same here. Tired that I survived. I was thinking, do you want to walk through a full day in our lives today? Like talk about our daily routine?
Sure, that sounds fun. And I think it's really helpful for English learners too. Talking about daily routines is such a good way to practice everyday vocabulary.
Exactly. Let's start right from the beginning. So, how does your day begin?
All right, well, my day usually starts around 6:45 or 7 a.m. That's when my alarm goes off. I wish I could say I jump out of bed, but I don't.
Same. I hear the alarm, hit snooze once, maybe twice, then I just lie there for a few minutes, trying to convince myself to get up.
Right? I do that thing where I check my phone, scroll a bit, then finally sit up and stretch. I don't like rushing in the morning. I prefer to take it slow.
I wish I could be slow in the morning, but I always feel like I'm running late. I usually get up around 7:30. First thing I do is head to the bathroom, wash my face, and brush my teeth.
Yeah, same here. Brushing my teeth wakes me up, and splashing cold water on my face really helps. After that, I usually go back to my room and open the window a little. I like getting fresh air first thing in the morning.
Nice. I don't open windows, but I do like turning on some soft music in the morning. Nothing loud, just something calm while I get ready.
That's a good idea. After that, I usually go to the kitchen and start preparing breakfast. I'm a big breakfast person. If I skip breakfast, I feel horrible for the rest of the day.
Same. I usually make scrambled eggs or toast. Sometimes cereal if I'm in a rush. Do you eat at home or grab something on the way?
I try to eat at home. Usually I have oatmeal with fruit or yogurt with some granola, and of course, coffee.
Oh yes. Coffee is essential. I make mine with a small machine in my dorm. Sometimes I use instant coffee if I'm short on time. Do you drink your coffee black?
No way. I always add a bit of milk and honey. I don't like it too bitter. How about you?
I drink it black. I guess I've just gotten used to the taste. After breakfast, I pack my bag for class. I double-check everything: laptop, charger, notebooks, water bottle.
Same here. I usually leave the house around 8:30, maybe a bit earlier if my class starts at 9. I like walking to campus. It takes me about 15 minutes.
Me too. Walking to campus is kind of peaceful. I usually put on my headphones and listen to a podcast or music.
I listen to music in the morning too, something upbeat to help me wake up. So you get to class around 9?
Yeah. My first class is usually at 9 a.m. It's psychology or communication studies, depends on the day.
My mornings are pretty packed. I have back-to-back classes sometimes, usually science or math. Not my favorite, but I try to stay focused.
I always try to sit near the front so I can pay attention. But some mornings, I'm just not fully awake.
Tell me about it. I try to take notes, highlight important stuff, but sometimes my brain just isn't ready to learn before 10 a.m.
After the first class, I usually grab another coffee or some fruit. There's a small cafe near the lecture hall that sells decent snacks.
Oh, I know that one. I go there too. I like their banana bread. It's cheap and filling.
After the mid-morning break, I usually have another class. Then by noon, I'm starving.
Me too. Lunchtime is the best part of the day. Do you bring lunch or eat on campus?
I eat on campus most days. The cafeteria has pretty good rice bowls and sandwiches. If I'm feeling lazy, I just grab a sandwich and juice.
I sometimes bring lunch from home, usually leftovers from the night before, but if I don't have time to cook, I grab something from the food court.
After lunch, I like to find a quiet spot in the library. I use that time to do homework or go over notes.
Yeah, I do that too. If I go home after lunch, I get sleepy, so I try to stay on campus and be productive. But I also take breaks, maybe scroll on my phone or chat with a friend.
In the early afternoon, I usually have one more class. Sometimes it's a lab or a group discussion.
I have labs on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They're long, like 2 hours, but they go by fast if you stay busy.
After classes, I usually head home around 5 or 6 p.m. That's when I start to unwind a little.
Same. The first thing I do when I get home is change into comfy clothes. Then I just sit down and relax for a bit.
I always kick off my shoes, grab a snack, and chill on the couch. I might check my phone or watch a short video before I start thinking about homework.
Do you study right after getting home?
Not always. I usually give myself 30 minutes to relax, then I open my laptop and start on assignments. If I wait too long, I lose motivation.
That's smart. I sometimes take a nap, just 20 minutes, then I start studying. I work better after a short rest.
Around 6:30, I usually start making dinner. Nothing fancy, just something quick like pasta or stir fry.
I like cooking, but I don't have a lot of time. Sometimes I make rice and vegetables, or I heat up leftovers. If I'm really tired, I just eat instant noodles.
After dinner, I clean up, wash the dishes, and maybe call my parents. Do you call home often?
Yeah, I try to. Maybe every other day. Just a short call to check in, say hi. My mom likes hearing about my classes.
After that, I get back to work if I have more studying. I try to finish everything by 9 or 9:30 so I can relax before bed.
Same here. I don't like staying up late to study. I focus better in the early evening, then I take time to chill.
So what do you do to relax at night?
I usually watch a show or read a book. I like stories, novels, not textbooks. Sometimes I drink tea while I read.
That sounds nice. I'm more of a YouTube person. I watch videos about sports or documentaries. Something chill.
Before bed, I do my night routine, brush my teeth, wash my face, maybe light a candle. I like setting a calm mood.
Yeah. I brush my teeth, wash my face, set my alarm, and turn off the main light. I use a small lamp near my bed. Helps me relax.
Do you go to bed early?
Not really. I try to sleep around 11:30, but sometimes I stay up scrolling my phone or watching one more video.
Haha, same. But if I go to sleep after midnight, I feel terrible the next day, so I try to stick to a routine.
Sleep is so important, especially during exam season. If I don't sleep enough, I can't focus at all.
Totally agree, and that's pretty much a full day for me, from wake up to bedtime.
Yeah, me too. Nothing fancy, just a regular college routine, but it keeps me going.
It's helpful to talk about these things in English. Daily life is full of useful phrases and words.
Exactly. For anyone listening, try saying your own routine out loud in English. It's great practice.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope you learned something useful.
Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now. Next day, this part continues the natural flow of their day, focusing on campus life, study habits, social moments, and more realistic student routines.
You know, Sophie, while we're still on the topic, do you ever have those days when everything feels a little out of control?
Oh yeah, for sure. Sometimes I forget to set my alarm and end up waking up 20 minutes before class. I have to skip breakfast, rush to get dressed, and literally run to campus.
Same here. I had a day like that last week. I woke up at 8:42 and my class started at 9. I brushed my teeth in 30 seconds, threw on a hoodie, and left with my shoes half tied.
The student life, right? But honestly, I try not to let one rushed morning ruin my whole day. I just take a deep breath once I get to class and reset.
That's smart. I've started keeping a banana or granola bar in my bag for emergencies like that. At least I don't stay hungry all morning.
That's a great idea. I keep tea bags in my locker. When I'm feeling tired in the afternoon, I go to the common room and make a quick cup.
So helpful. You know what I've been doing lately? I started planning my outfit the night before. It saves time in the morning and helps me avoid the what do I wear panic.
Oh, I should totally do that. I always waste time just standing in front of my closet, and honestly, I end up wearing the same sweater 3 days in a row anyway.
It happens. Let's talk about what we do in between classes. Do you go back home if you have a long break?
Not really. If I have more than 2 hours, maybe, but usually I just stay on campus. I like sitting at the library or the cafe with my laptop. I do some reading or finish assignments.
I'm the same. There's this quiet corner in the second floor library. I sit there with my headphones and just focus. It's my little productivity zone.
Do you use a planner or any app to organize your day?
Yeah, I use Google Calendar. I add my classes, deadlines, and even reminders like drink water or call mom. It helps me stay on track.
Nice. I have a small notebook where I write down my daily goals. I like checking things off. It makes me feel accomplished.
Totally. Sometimes I even write things like make bed, just so I can check it off and feel productive.
I do that too. It feels silly, but it works. Okay, Let's talk about evenings. After you finish classes and study a bit, what's your go-to way to unwind?
Honestly, I love going for a walk around campus when the sun is setting. Just 20 minutes, listening to music, or even in silence. It clears my head.
That sounds peaceful. I do something similar. I walk around my neighborhood or go to the park nearby. Sometimes I bring a book or just sit on a bench.
Do you cook every night?
Not every night. I try to cook 4 or 5 nights a week. On busy days, I eat leftovers or order something simple like soup or sushi.
I mostly cook basic stuff. Rice, pasta, eggs. I'm not a chef, but I make sure it's filling. On weekends, I treat myself to something from a nice place downtown.
Weekends are definitely my food days. I try new recipes or go out with friends. Speaking of which, how often do you hang out with your friends on weekdays?
Maybe twice a week. We usually meet for coffee after class or have a group dinner. But most days, everyone's so busy with school.
Yeah, I agree. I see my roommates every day, but my other friends maybe once or twice a week. We usually chat online more than in person.
Do you have a bedtime routine that helps you sleep better?
I do. Around 9:30, I start winding down. I make herbal tea, dim the lights, put on soft music, and stop using my phone. Then I stretch a little and journal.
Wow, that's a great routine. I try to stop using screens 30 minutes before sleep, but it's hard. I usually drink water, brush my teeth, change into PJs, and read something light.
I love that. What time do you aim to sleep?
On good days, around 11. On bad days, more like 1 a.m.
Relatable. I try to sleep by 10:30. I feel better the next day if I sleep early.
Same. When I get enough rest, everything feels easier. Waking up, focusing in class, even handling stress.
So true. Sleep is a game changer. I used to pull all-nighters before exams, but now I realize it just makes me slower.
I've learned that too. Better to study earlier and sleep well. Okay, here's a fun question. What's one thing you always do every day no matter how busy you are?
I always light a candle at night. It helps me feel calm. Even if I'm tired or sad, I light it, sit down, and breathe.
That's beautiful. For me, I always write in my journal, just a few sentences. Even if it's just, today was boring, I ate a sandwich. It keeps me grounded.
That's a great habit. Writing clears the mind, helps you understand what's going on inside.
Absolutely. All right, should we talk about what weekends look like next?
Yeah, let's do that. My weekend routine is totally different from weekdays.
Next day. Focus of this part: weekend routine, social life, mental health, and more natural English conversation. So, Sophie, what's your weekend routine like? Do you wake up early or sleep in?
I definitely sleep in. During the week, I wake up at 7, but on weekends, I let myself sleep until 9 or even 10 if I'm really tired. What about you?
Same here. Saturdays are my sleep days. No alarm, no rushing. I usually wake up around 9:30, then stay in bed for a while just scrolling or watching videos.
I love that. It feels so good not to rush. I usually make a slow breakfast on weekends, maybe pancakes or eggs with toast. I actually enjoy cooking when I'm not in a hurry.
Me too. On Saturdays, I make a real breakfast, not just cereal. Sometimes I cook with my roommate. We make omelets or even French toast if we're feeling fancy.
That sounds so fun. After breakfast, what do you usually do?
Honestly, I take things slow. I might do laundry or clean my room. Just small tasks to reset for the week. I also catch up on shows or watch a movie.
Yes, I do laundry on Saturday mornings too. I listen to music while folding clothes. It's kind of relaxing, actually.
I agree. I also like to go for a long walk or bike ride on weekends. Just being outside helps me clear my mind.
Totally. I love going to the weekend market near campus. There's fresh fruit, homemade bread, and local crafts. I don't always buy something, but I enjoy walking around.
That sounds like a vibe. I usually go to the bookstore downtown. I grab a coffee and spend an hour just browsing. I love that quiet bookstore energy.
That's such a peaceful way to spend time. Do you study on weekends too?
A little. I try to finish most of my homework on Friday night so I can enjoy Saturday. But Sunday, That's my study day.
Same. Sunday afternoon is when I get serious. I review my notes, finish assignments, and plan my upcoming week.
Do you ever go to a cafe to study?
All the time. I love finding a quiet corner, ordering a latte, and just focusing. The background noise actually helps me stay on task.
Yeah, I study better in cafes than at home. At home, I get distracted too easily.
Same here. Oh, and I like to hang out with friends on Saturday nights. Sometimes we go out to eat, other times we stay in and play board games or watch a movie.
That sounds awesome. My friends and I do game nights too. We make popcorn, put on music, and just relax. It's a great way to forget about school stress.
Exactly. I need that balance. Time to study and time to rest. Otherwise, I burn out.
Do you ever schedule time just for yourself?
Definitely. I call it quiet time. I turn off my phone, make tea, maybe write in my journal or draw. No pressure, just space to breathe.
That's so healthy. I do something similar. I take a tech break, no phone, no laptop, just a walk or a nap or reading a book.
You know, a lot of students forget how important rest is. Everyone's busy, but if you don't take care of yourself, it all catches up.
Totally. I've learned that the hard way. Now I try to protect my weekends. Even a few hours of quiet time helps me reset.
Me too. Okay, so what's your Sunday night routine like?
On Sunday nights, I start getting back into school mode. I check my calendar, prepare my bag, and plan my week. Then I try to go to bed early.
Same here. I clean my desk, write down goals for the week, and maybe look at my schedule. I also try to relax, maybe watch something calming or listen to music before bed.
Do you ever feel anxious on Sunday nights?
Sometimes, yeah, that Sunday night feeling is real. But planning helps. When I know what's coming, I feel more in control.
Totally agree. When I skip my Sunday night prep, Monday feels chaotic.
Okay, one more question. What's your favorite part of your daily routine?
I think my favorite part is my evening walk. It's quiet, peaceful, and just for me.
That's lovely. For me, it's my tea and book time before bed. It's the calmest moment of the day.
We all need those little rituals, right?
Yes, they keep us grounded. And they're easy to talk about in English too.
Next day. Focus, personal habits, emotions, productivity tips, closing thoughts. All in natural, simple English.
Sophie, can I ask you something a bit personal?
Of course. What's up?
Do you ever feel lonely, even when your day is full?
Yeah, it's strange, right? I can go to class, talk to people, check everything off my list, but still feel a little empty sometimes.
Exactly. I think when we get too busy, we forget to check in with ourselves. That feeling builds up over time.
Totally. That's why I've started writing one sentence in my notebook every night. How do I feel today? Even that tiny check-in helps.
That's a really good idea. I should try that. I also noticed that when I spend too much time online, scrolling, watching other people's lives, I start feeling disconnected from my own.
Yes, social media is tricky. I love staying in touch, but sometimes it makes me compare myself too much. Like, why am I not doing that? Or why don't I look like that?
I know what you mean. I try to remind myself that most people only post their best moments. Everyone has quiet, boring, or hard days too. We just don't see them.
Exactly. That's why I focus more on building my own routine, my own rhythm. Even if it's not exciting, it's mine.
That's powerful. Okay, shifting gears, do you have any study tricks that help you stay productive?
Yes, I use a timer, 25 minutes of studying, 5 minutes break. It's called the Pomodoro technique. It keeps me from getting overwhelmed.
Oh, I've tried that. It works well, especially when I have a big task. I also switch locations, like study at the library for an hour, then move to a cafe. Changing places helps me stay focused.
That's smart. I also write things by hand sometimes. Typing is faster, but writing helps me remember better.
True. And for reading, I highlight key points and make little summaries in my own words. Teaching it to myself makes it stick.
That's a good one. Teaching yourself out loud, like pretending you're the professor. It sounds silly, but it works.
Totally. So what do you do when you feel unmotivated?
I take a short walk or listen to calming music. I try not to force myself too hard. Sometimes the best thing to do is rest for 10 minutes and come back with a fresh mind.
Same. I used to just push and push until I burned out. Now I allow breaks, real breaks, no guilt.
It's all about balance. Do your best, but also be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. Okay, here's something lighter. What's your favorite time of day?
Evening, when the sky turns soft and everything slows down. I love that golden hour feeling.
Nice. For me, it's early morning when the world is still quiet. I feel like I have a head start on the day.
Wow, we're kind of opposites, but it makes sense. You're more productive in the morning, and I come alive at night.
Exactly. Everyone has their rhythm. The important part is knowing it.
So true. Do you think your routine has changed since starting college?
Oh yeah. Before college, I had no routine. I stayed up late, ate at weird times, barely planned anything. Now, I've built habits that help me stay healthy and focused.
Same here. I used to be all over the place, but once I started creating structure, everything felt a little more manageable.
And routines don't have to be boring. They give your day shape, something to hold on to.
Exactly. They give your brain space to rest. When you don't have to decide everything all the time, you have more energy for what really matters.
Like learning, growing, connecting.
Right. And now that we've walked through our full day, from wake up to sleep, I feel like we've shared a real piece of our lives.
Yeah, and hopefully helped someone else feel seen or inspired.
To everyone listening, your routine doesn't have to be perfect. Just make it yours. Keep it simple. Keep it steady.
And talk about it in English. Use this kind of everyday language. It's how real people speak.
Try saying your routine out loud. Write it down. Practice with a friend. The more you do it, the more confident you'll feel.
And thank you for spending this time with us. We know your time is valuable.
And if you enjoyed spending time with us today, don't forget Real Life English. You can always come back and listen again. That's how real practice happens.
Yeah, every time you listen, you'll understand more, feel more confident, and speak more naturally. That's what we want for you.
If this helped you, hit that like button so more learners can find it. And if you haven't yet,
make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We post new real-life English episodes every day.
And hey, let us know in the comments, what's your daily routine like? We'd love to hear from you.
All right, that's a wrap for today. Take it slow, keep learning, and we'll talk to you again soon right here on Real Life English.